Yo, 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 how y'all doing? It's me again. Reference. Today's gonna be a little switch up, a little different, but I'll still have some type of reference. I want to talk about recipe gems. Recipe gems for your transformation when dealing with humanity. Like in your circumference, so to speak. So whenever you whenever you embarking on your journey, sometimes you're gonna be dealing with not only people around you, but self initiations and et cetera, things like that. So I thought I'll bring up some personal topics and important topics, such as if you don't have sometimes enough self love for yourself in its entirety, especially if you're on a mission or have any type of spiritual mission, you can cause chastisement among yourself. Not only will you cause chastisement among yourself, but it can be caused by other people. And they think they have some type of power over you, or they doing something, but they not. They just don't know that it's a different type of spirit or entity or a soul, keeper, reaper in them, and they a conduit, So we all most likely have been subject to this before, not even knowing, and that's a beautiful thing. It's okay, I promise you. So for the first topic, which is it can even come through a relationship. A woman can be supposedly nagging a lot, or she can be real quick tempered or disrespectful. Whether she was like that before or not, it has been entered in your realm to go through this because of the procrastination that you've been taking upon your journey, or you're not doing something, or having some type of understanding about the journey or path that you're on. So it could come through that. And when you have this realization that, hey, this is happening, that's when it'll end on that note. As far as it won't be being done by them no more through the conduit. They won't be used as a conduit no more once you come to that spiritual realization. So if they all acting like that afterwards, it's on them. That's what they going, because you're still protected. But that's going to be on them as far as their consequences, whether they care or not, know or not, feel or not, don't believe, it don't matter. It's because of who you are that they will suffer the consequences. They just don't know it yet. They should prepare themselves. Huh? So, be careful what you do to people, especially yourself. Yeah, and especially through family members. They might switch up because you're not on your journey, you're not on your path, you're not on your mission. You're not walking the walk of what you're supposed to do, or even talking the talk. So your type of chastisement gonna come a little different from your own self, letting you know, hey, you need to pay attention to me. Do your nails, don't you? Or you go out and, pamper yourself, don't you, fella? Those type of, or that type of talk. So getting into that, you will understand how you should shift your thinking a little bit and start treating yourself better. Not selfishly, especially when you have friends or associates, or if you're in that type of popularity group, don't disassociate yourself like that. Just start treating yourself like how you treat them. In y'all good relationship, treat your other double within, your internal double, a lot better. So any type of chastisement or struggles or anything you might be, in that area, will most likely stop. And if it keeps going, then work on your emotions. And nobody's perfect, but balance it out. So So then you know if it's you or them. And don't play the blame game or tongue wrestle or pity party or be a victim. Tools. I want to talk about magic tools. Magic tools you can use, when you're doing your rituals or when you're doing any tool. It don't matter. Any object you're using to do a ritual to have an end result. Just know that we are in the times where, they talk about 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, and the D, as far as the conversation, dealing with metaphysics, they talking about dimensions. So the dimensions have changed, and when dimensions change, they also change within you. So the magnetism of that, the picture of that, the afterthought, the thought, what begins to happen is it shows up in some type of manner. So you can empower a tool or object. A hammer can have the same effect as, for example, to build a home. Use it to drive some nails inside of a board to build something. Now it can also be used to harm something or someone. So that type of tool, depend on what you use it for. It's all up to the bearer, so to speak, and it becomes a talisman. But you could use it for a ritual and do your ritual, and that's all beautiful. Whether it's healing, building, defending, or attacking, whatever, whatever. So on that note, whenever you get into these tools and doing things in this dimension, where we are, how we interacting now, the thing to think about also is that you no longer maybe have to do it in its entirety here on this plane, because the same plane that exists, you exist on a different plane once you're especially aware of it and you entertain it and exercise it the same way you exercise your muscles. You can exercise this muscle too. So when you do that, it's a different type of astral exercise. So it can most likely trickle down into this dimension because you're doing it in that dimension up here, and it'll trickle down right before you, touching your shoulder, hair. It's all over you. Whether it's attracting opportunity or attracting some money or releasing something within you that you don't want anymore, as far as a unbalanced emotion, or as rather you healing a scar on your body. Whatever floats your boat. So these are little things you might encounter while on your journey, and just clear things up. These are the reference for those is me. That's my 2 cents. But I could keep it in my pocket. There's also talks of whoever's able to make you distraught or move your emotions easily, or mind, or continuously make you angry is potentially your master. You have or can have several masters. So with that being said, if you have several masters of such, or if you have people around you who do that easily, you should not check them. A lot of times you need to check yourself. Check yourself, all right? Check yourself. And stay sucker free, even if that sucker's yourself. So whenever you dealing with spirituality, when you get into yourself, on that note, try to be humble with yourself. Try to understand the individual that you're dealing with. Or, it's easy to do something to somebody, or then you have to realize, hey, it's a big play. Everybody here ain't the good guy, so to speak. You look at it as the 7 dwarfs. You got grumpy, sad, angry, all those characters. Those characters is you. Expect one to sometimes, recognize it for what it is. So you can stay balanced, you can stay centered. And if you don't feel like doing all that, cool, at least come to some type of, not a lesson, not human lesson, but a spiritual lesson, a spiritual understanding. That way that cycle or that moment will end itself just as fast as it came along in the first place. All right, just let it go. It ain't about being perfect. It's about sealing it up the right way. And some people ain't gonna be with it. Everybody ain't with it. Everybody ain't with it. So that's when you gotta whip out your spiritual armor on them. Actually, just have it all the time. Different type of spiritual armor when you're going to sleep and when you wake up. All right. So beware of the people that continuously like to do that. It might be psychic vampires too. I have something on my page with Brother Yosef that speaks about that. Psychic vampires. Some people are and don't even know that they are, but they need to listen to it and just accept it. Like people say that they are alcoholics, or that they, are drug addicts, or that they like this food too much. Whatever floats your boat. Is addict don't have to be about, the altering of. It could just be anything. Too much ice cream, 6 a day or something. So the next thing, to deal with, and I'm talking about these things because if it come at you, we don't want it to, excuse that noise. We don't want it to unbalance you, or we don't want it to, while you're going through your journey, we don't want it to, just throw you off while you're on your journey. You're going to experience these things. It's like when the self-initiations come, a lot of other things come with it, just to throw you off your square. And it's okay. It really is. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Water. When you begin to change, sometimes you got to deal with family shit. When you're dealing with the family stuff, everybody ain't going to be with it. They're going to start glitching out. A lot of people reject knowledge. So when you begin talking about it, they either laugh or go through one ear and out the other, et cetera, et cetera. And that's okay. That's cool. That's how you recognize who. Or if you really want to put an effort into helping them transform, get to know their astrology charts and a little more, take those high steps and just begin to start on the level that they're already on and slowly bring them up. If you want to still engage, not dealing with it, but don't let it move your emotions, because remember, they'll be moving your mind. You don't want nobody control your mind. We all trying to gather it back now in the first place, collectively. Be careful, man, when you ask for an unveiling of a sort, or for things to be, or people to be unveiled around you that's on some crap, because it might hurt. It'll sting. It might sting a little bit. All right. So whenever you do that, it could be anybody. It could be your mother. It could be your baby mama, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your daughter, your son, your brother, your sister, your homeboy, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. It could be Miss Parker. All right? You have your armor on, your emotional armor. Or have your chakras in check. So we could won't have no leakage going on from our light. From any of our light. No leakage going on, huh? No leakage going on. So the unveiling, when you ask, you will receive. You will receive. And know that it's nothing negative. It's nothing positive. It's just answers, so it'll help you learn how to navigate through this wonderful place of ours. Huh? So and for the fellas, it's a journey, because I've done it before, when you ask self to help you embark on the getting to know the divine feminine within yourself. I've been on that journey for the last 5 years now. So that was the last time I asked that question. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. I might need to go back like to that movie, that machine. Was it the toys? Not the toy, with the other joint with Big. I might have to go back. You know what I mean? Watch that. Go back to the machine or something. Be like, hey, let me get that wish back, please. Let me put it back. Can I go little again? Can I go Peter Pan? You know? Another thing that I had trouble with, and I still try to, one foot in, one foot out. That's what Mr. Dr. Aline Elbay said, .com. Resides in Shopping in North Carolina. So, I had problems dealing with, I was real into the spiritual teachings and all that. And nothing wrong with that, going full force. But then I was lacking in progress in this world, so to speak, which wasn't a bad thing. They talk about that in Bobby Hemming and C. Freemanelle tapes. You'll find them saying little gems and things like that to help you navigate through life. So he said, one foot in, one foot out. And I understood immediately. Handle your human business, handle your your spiritual studies and application especially. So when that is said, it involves balance. Whatever type of symbol, section of knowledge, or internal aha moments, breakthroughs, whatever you want to address on it, get it done. Get it done. One foot in, one foot out. And if you're here to be in balance for a lesson for others, well, that might be for you. See, I understand these things too. And I'm very, very thankful about that. No boasting. I'm thankful for that type of understanding that really helped us out when we was little in dealing with the DOLL analogy class in language arts, right? Walter. I'm a white tiger in the Chinese zodiac, so I really like this ring. It's not even mine. However, I'm thankful for the person that has allowed me to wear it. Cleansed, by the way, as a symbolism for who I am, partially. All right? I don't know why I wear the thing. Look at the thing still. That's what you wear when you're a grandpa now. So these are the things that I'm talking about. I was like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 things to really think about when embarking on your journey, and a quick answer to a question to deal with it mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When you reboot, reboot your energy, reboot your aura, and do the best you can. Oh, excuse me. The headed thing again. Make sure you stay balanced. Make sure you start treating yourself better. Not only physically, doing your nails or hanging out, with yourself is a beautiful thing. Not just hanging out with the boys or, or as a lady, just not pampering yourself physically, but feeding your soul, feeding your spirit, feeding your mental, detoxing every once in a while, balancing yourself, feed the scientist in you, feed the lover in you, feed the wild girl in you, feed the dancer, feel the, feel the Shaka Khan, I'm everyone, it's only me. My voice, I can sing better. But, hey, all I got to say is my name is Reference, and recipes and gems for transformation. We're dealing with humanity in your own circle and circumference. That way, when you master your internal jungle, you can deal with this jungle or vice versa, right? All right? Peace and love.